All right, so this is for the create call. Just copy it and go to your create call step and paste over the asserts that we have right now, right? So it's more advanced. I'll quickly just go through and explain what it does and how it works. So if we go back to the wiki page, on the wiki we have the YAML test scenario creation and all the explanations of the files that we're building. And here we have the asserts section, right? And then it says, okay, what kind of types of assertions you can have. You can have JSON, XML, text, which you can use regex on and assert certain like fields. You have headers. You can have status assertions like we did, response round trip time, response size, simple string assertions if you just want to assert one variable against the other, integers, floats, and a command specifically to test system command assertions. And then of course operator, like how do you want to match I don't know, greater than, equal, and so on, and the expected fields, right? So, and the key depending on the type. So for example, if we use the JSON as we're doing it right now, then the key represents the JSON path. Let's return. All right, so you have the type status as we did before, but now the expected field is dynamic, so it's a variable. Why? Because let's go back to the test case, and we see that after deleting the call, we want the negative check, meaning we don't want to find the call, the created call. So it will be a 404 not found. We want the assertion to be of status 404, not the regular 200. All right, so that's the reason why we put the expected in the as a variable right there. Then we have the type JSON. Right there we have for the assertions, right? We have just two. You can have more, or you can assert a whole JSON if you want, like JSON against JSON. So for now, we just assert two fields with keys name. So it's the JSON path. If we return back to report, you can see that, okay, this is the object, JSON object, that we have the name under the root and the description under the root, right? Those are the fields we want to check. So that's the key. And it has to be equal to the variable that we're actually passing in the request, right? So it's straightforward. And the greps is the functionality very similar to asserts in the way that we use them, but different in the matter that it's the functionality that allows us to export or let's say grep the values from the response that is sent by the server. So for example, we need the ID, so we just say, okay, var name is $ID, the type is JSON, the body type, and the path, the expression that lets us grep the field value is this. So, and then, for example, if we run this step in the loop, which we'll actually do to generate multiple various inputs, we want those IDs to be stored in a list. So again, Automation variables don't have any types, so it's just you call it whatever, and it will return either a list or you know, integer or a string. For tests, you don't need actually most of the time any types, so it eases things. So list name is log ID list. So we know in this list we'll have all the IDs that we created. In the log name list, we'll have the names, and in the log description list, we'll have the descriptions.